Good morning. Good morning, good people. Good morning. Today is Wednesday, November 26th, 2025. My name is Edward Bevilacqua, and we are here in southwestern Nevada, west of Sin City, east of Death Valley, south of Area 51, in hard scrabble country, rural Nevada, Pahrump or Pahrumpertucky, you choose. People are very sharp-elbowed, pistol-packing, rootin'-tootin' people. You can always tell someone from Pahrump. You just can't tell them much. So this is fertile ground. The harvest is ready, but the workers are few. So great opportunity to be here. It can be a great opportunity to be here. Let's say it that way. Okay, that's where we are. It's about 6 o'clock in the morning, day before Thanksgiving. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is the 4th day of existence for Roy Henry. And this is day 3 of week 4 in our neuroscience-oriented approach to success. Day 3 of week 4. This is the 4th week. This is where we pull it all together. Monday through Friday, we focus on the physical, mental, and emotional gifts that we have been given. I'll say given. And I have to qualify it because I finished the draft of the book, the new book, yesterday. Got it off to the printer. Well, that's not quite true. There's still editing going on, but the ebook was sent to the publisher. The ebook was sent. And yeah, so that's kind of cool. So I say the gifts we are given. That has to be qualified because that means a lot of things to a lot of people. But Monday through Friday, we focus on the physical, mental, and emotional attributes, gifts, blessings we have to help us navigate through this life. Saturday and Sunday we call G School, where we focus on the spiritual side, the most important part. Because if we believe we have a soul that transcends death, an inerrant soul, and all Protestants believe if you're a good person, you will immediately be in heaven with Jesus. Catholics believe that there's a period of purification unless you're a saint. But we all believe we have a soul that continues after death. Our job is to help you while you're alive get the best possible trajectory on your life. So when you shuffle this mortal coil, when you get rid of this body, when we are pure spirit, we are heading in the right direction. How do they know where we're going? You're going the wrong way. How do they know where we're going? Okay, so that's why we're here. We're going to talk about leadership. We're going to pull it all together. But before that, let us look at the advice from an 80-year-old. Be modest. A lot was accomplished before you were born. A lot was accomplished before you were born. Be modest. Okay, Seth Godin. The prompt decks are now available. We hit 500% of our Kickstarter goal, and they're now available to the public. Let's see. So they have these 3 decks. Oh, the main one I wanted to show is in the car. Predecessor one is right here. But the mentor deck I have in the car, I put in the car last night. So it's supposed to go in my green jacket. But it didn't make it into my green jacket. It's just in the car. The Infinite deck puts you into a fan fiction world from Alice in Wonderland to a noir mystery. The Modern Divination deck has 49 modalities of soothsaying, including tarot, numera. Okay, not interested in that. And the Mentor deck, that's the one I have, offers 50 different coaches, each trained on ideas from big thinkers through the ages, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. You can get them here. All right. All righty then. Okay, day before Thanksgiving. All right, so this week, week 4, what are we doing? This is the culmination. So for the people who've been here throughout, and the people who maybe this is the first day here, our 4-week neuroscience-oriented approach to success, which we just keep repeating every 4 weeks. It's a 28-day course. We just keep rolling through it, and we learn more about it each time. I've been doing it for 10 years at least, and it never gets any better, as Father Boyle would say. Week 1, overview and orientation. Our life is a journey. It's an adventure. We are responsible for it. So we have to have the tools to get us there. And so the metaphorical tool we have is a boat, but we have to build the boat. We get to build it to our specifications. And it should be big enough for the biggest possible adventure we can do. But the bigger it is, the more complicated it is, and the more people we need as a crew. So the more people we need to help us. So week 1, overview. 2, building the boat. 3, getting people on the crew. 4, the journey is afoot. The journey has begun. Now we need to stay the course, deal with uncertainty, move forward. That's where we are now. We're in day 3. Day 1, crisis leadership. We're hitting the storms of life, fear, doubt, ennui, etc., etc., etc. Day 2, smooth sailings. It couldn't be better. Everything is great. Day 3, the normal routine. It's not great. It's not horrible. It's in between. It's undulating in between. There's highs, there's lows. Some highs are higher, some lows are lower, but it's just the norm. How do we keep going in the norm? We don't let our emotions maybe take us like, hey, there's someplace better over there, you suck, etc. How do we keep going through the normal stuff? And our coach for this, our mentor for this, is Ignatius of Loyola. A man after our own heart, especially those who've been to prison, because Loyola Ignatius was incarcerated more than once. And but for his family and his career, he would have met a not good end. He would have been another nutcase that they just got rid of. Tying a stone to him to see if he would float, burning him at the stake, whatever. He would have been a nut job, but he turned out to go from a lone nut to a leader because he followed last week's program. Let's review that. So, join, tribe, nudge forward. Things started getting good when he got to the University of Paris and he became roommates with Xavier and Peter Faber. they became his first followers. But up to that point, he was the lone nut. He saw part of the status quo to change. The status quo during the Inquisition was the church is right, priests speak to God, and they tell you, and they have power over your control, or they have power over your soul. You can be excommunicated, etc. That was the status quo. Loyola sought to change the status quo, not because he wanted to change it for everyone else, but he had a physical severe injury that was a life-changing, career-changing, course of life-changing thing. And he now, at the age of, in his 30s, he had to reinvent himself. He was early 30s, but that was pretty old back then. He was a captain in the Spanish army, so he's not a dumb guy. But he had to reinvent his life. So, and he went down, and mentally, emotionally, if he was seeing a psychiatrist, they would have him on stuff. But he fought through it, clawed his way back after a vision at the Cardenar River. No, that's not it. But at that river, he had a vision, which was very profound and indescribable, other than it was the most profound thing he'd ever seen. And that changed the directory of his life again. So he was going this way, accident happened, down, 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 circling the drain, and then vision, and then up. Oops, trouble with the law again, has to go to school with kids to learn Latin, gets into university, struggle, but pulled by this vision. Finally, he lands at University of Paris because Spain is not big enough for him. It's too backwards. Needed free thinkers at this time. The age of enlightenment was upon us. And got a couple good roommates. Move forward. So, join tribe, find part of the status quo to change, connect the true believers, ignore the non-true believers. That was Faber and Xavier. They went and got more people. So by the end, there was 10 of them that launched this thing, 10 men with no plan. And then he led them through thick and thin. And he was older and wiser and experienced, had been a soldier. And these guys came from good families, but they weren't primogeniture. They weren't they weren't going to inherit. So you have educated guys who want adventure. And Ignatius promised them adventure. He didn't say, I promise you adventure, but his vision promised adventure. So what happened? So they decided to hang out together after they graduated. They were going to go to the Holy Land. They had these ideas, but they ended up in Rome, helping the poor, society's wretched refuse. Started helping them. And note to self, D'Aquino, started helping those people and educating people, and the word started spreading. More people like them, educated people from families who were seeking adventure, joined them, and it grew. And you can just imagine, if you were a farmer in England, you were a serf, you were tied to the land. If some guys came to you and said, how would you like your kids to be able to read? Would you like that? If you can give us something, if you can pay us, that's would be greatly appreciated. But how would you like your kids to be able to read? Would you like them to have the opportunity to have a better life? Not the promise, just the opportunity. Would you be interested in that? And not surprisingly, more people said yes than they could accommodate. And as people out on adventure around the world, hey, go out to this territory there, and in Montana, the wilderness out there, and document it. Go out here to the Southwest. Go be a missionary. Make something happen. Make something happen. Go make something happen. Go all around the world. Try to make something happen. We're all here with you. Use your brains. Use your intelligence. Have confidence that wherever you go, you're taking the Holy Spirit. You're taking God with you. He is within us. The kingdom of heaven is wherever you go. So don't worry. Don't be afraid. Just have faith. And it's spread. Well, why do we care about that? Well, it's a great leadership model. And the idea, the bottom line is if Ignatius could do all of that, create a movement that ended up in probably more universities around the world than any other organization, more impact on the world than any other single organization. If he can do that, we can do something. That is our bottom line. So the theme of today is from Jordan Peterson, Call to Leadership and Adventure. And Jordan Peterson says that, my friends, I'm going to put that in red letter here on our worksheet. Please click on the bell. Please subscribe. Don't forget to do that. If you haven't done it already, just do it. Click the bell for notifications so you'll know that every day at 6 o'clock, this is what we do. Why is it important? Because kind of the secret to being successful in life is to build better habits. Build better habits. So if we break that down, build means you have to work at it. And this happens through repetition. We build through repetition, repetition, repetition. Better is improvement. Improve what you do to be better. Habits, unconscious behavior. So this isn't building better thinking skills like oration or math skills where you're focused on the thing. This is non-conscious behavior. Build better habits. Build better unconscious behavior. Simple things like your posture. Let's focus on your face. Build a better habit. So the habit you'd want to have is the habit of keeping your mouth closed and maybe or smiling. And just a pleasant look on your face versus there's a lot of people that their normal state is this. Hi. Oh, yeah. They just have their mouth open. Build better habits. Posture. Jordan Peterson says, stand up straight, shoulders back, face the world, walk briskly, like you have purpose, things like that. Those are habits. You're not thinking about how do I walk. You repeat walking. You repeat with your mouth closed. You repeat how you are. That's a habit. You're not even aware of it. Build better habits. Dressing in a way that makes people take you seriously, as opposed to, oh, I just want to be comfortable. Okay, well, I can't take you seriously then. Because I know where you're at. You're motivated by comfort, not seriousness, not to be effective. Okay. And with that, our time is up. We're going to say and cut. See you tomorrow, people. Thanks.